Get the smile you've always dreamed of at Detroit Dental Spa. Located in beautiful Corktown, Detroit, our experienced and caring team offers a variety of services, including dental implants, Invisalign, and veneers. Our welcoming practice ensures you are informed and comfortable. Discover more reasons to smile with our comprehensive dental care. Visit our website at DetroitDentalSpa.com or call 313-216-4232 to learn more and book an appointment today.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening. Just a good time.
And welcome to Corktown and the Corner Ballpark. And we've got baseball. It's travel baseball. Welcome to the D-Town Showdown. At the Corner Ballpark, it's Pool A competition in the 15U bracket. It's the Motor City Hit Dogs against the South Lyon Thunder Blue as we get set to meet the starting lineups for both of these clubs. And 82 degrees, cloudy skies. We've had rain in and out, but we're glad to have our travel baseball season package revealed thanks to our friends at Fast Sports. Ron Reed, Jeff Hubbard, and we are set for baseball. Let's meet the starting nine for the South Lyon Thunder Blue in this D-Town Showdown at Corner Ballpark. It'll be Blake Ross leading off in right field, followed by Landon Kaminsky. Ryan Vargo will follow. Batting fourth, it's Mark Pennington, the catcher. Batting fifth, it's Dyler Gorchek in center field. And we'll get back to the batting lineup in a moment. We are underway, and that is ripped to left center field. That is Blake Ross, the right fielder. He's headed for two. The left fielder falls down. And we've got a leadoff double for the South Lyon Thunder Blue. And it was not a cheap one. Ross just ripped this thing. Here's another look. By the way, the starting pitcher is Brody Hollowbaugh out of Gibraltar Carlson High School. He had some time on the mound this year as a freshman for Gibraltar Carlson. So a leadoff double, and this will bring up the two-hitter. That's Landon Kaminsky, who will do the pitching today for the South Lyon Club. South Lyon coached by Dave Gorchek. Good size lead at second for the leadoff man, Blake Ross, who had the leadoff double to left center. This is game number 7 today, the D-Town Showdown. It's day number 1 of 4 days of baseball in this beautiful ballpark. That one's lifted to right, that one's sinking, and that's going to be caught up enough for Hilleman to grab it. That's a fine play by the right fielder, Spencer Hilleman. The right fielder and the kid out of Ida. Here's another look. Solid swing by Kaminsky, not trying to do too much, goes the other way. And a good jump by Hilleman to record the first out. So Brody Hollowbaugh, the crafty lefty, on the mound for the Motor City Hit Dogs. Vargo, the three-hitter. Looks at some cheddar upstairs. There's some sweet-looking unis for the Motor City Hit Dogs, I must say. A little bit of the old Little Caesars baseball look. That one's taken outside. But we've had some fun today already at this glorious historic ballpark where Tiger Stadium once sat. And Briggs Stadium. And there's more. We'll get to it later. I'm just teasing you. This is Ryan Vargo, the first baseman, and he looks at a Hollowbaugh pitch for a strike. 1-2 the count. Make it 2-1 the count with one out. It was a leadoff double by Ross. Changeup is grounded to short, handled by the shortstop. That's Zazda. And the second out is recorded. Ross advances to third. There's 2 outs. And here's another look at the fine play by the sharp gloved, great athlete with a solid arm, and Zazda. Just a smooth glove and then a cannon to first. The 2 pass handled just fine. Here's number 88. That one's fouled back, and I think it hit my car, I swear to you. It's okay. That's what I get. I knew I was flirting with fire. This is Mark Pennington, the catcher, the cleanup man, trying to drive home the game's first run. Swing and a miss. How about that little nasty change by the crafty lefty? He offers 4 pitches. Fastball, knuckle curve, a 12-6 curveball, and a slider. I mean, that's quite a bit of arsenal for this kid. The lid comes off. No big deal. Big spot for the South Lyon Thunder Blue, who don't want to spoil that leadoff double. Hollabaugh trying to say something about it. That pitch just missed. Man, that was close. Hollabaugh wanted it. Respectful. Walk around the mound, and yeah, Elf got it right. Don't they always? 2-2 is swung on. Ground ball, base hit to right. Just past the glove of Griffin. And a clutch 2-out RBI. Put an asterisk next to that one by Mark Pennington, the cleanup hitting catcher. Again, going the other way. What a great approach. Griffin didn't have a chance, really. And Ross in to score. It's 1-0 South Lyon Thunder Blue. And this final game of 7 today, that's the 12-6 breaking ball, and it's called a strike. This is Dylan Gorchek, the center fielder. Throw back to first, and they're worried about the big catcher Pennington running. Looks like he's got a little jump in his step. Fooled by that one, lefty on lefty crime. And Gorchek says, don't throw that again, please. 2 strikes, 2 outs, a run in. That is strike 3. Backwards K, a fine pitch by Hollabaugh to get out of it, but not before the Thunder Blue come thundering into the Motor City in the D-Town Showdown on the Preps debut with Fast Sports. We got a run on the board. Thanks for watching. Thanks to our friends at King's Grill, located at 1350 West 4th Street, right down the road from Corner Ballpark. Get your fresh, hot breakfast from Giovanni and Rocky, the kings of King Grill. Go find them, 313-961-0988. After the ball game, head to LJ's Sweetheart Bar. They've got pool and darts and dancing, open since 1983, and just a great place to go after the ball game for all kinds of fun. Beer, cocktails, pool, comedy shows, and just a nice neighborhood hangout in Corktown. 2114 Michigan Avenue, LJ's Sweetheart Bar. We are the Prep, proud to be presenting travel baseball thanks to our partnership with Fast Sports, and proud to be broadcasting their featured game of the night. We're going to do another game or 2 or 3 or 4. We're open for business. If you like the broadcast and you're in the tournament and you want to broadcast on Friday or Saturday or Sunday, let us know. We've got some openings and some availability that are quite affordable. Meanwhile, the South Lyon Club gets on the board first, and this kid's going to try to hold it down. Landon Kaminsky, he's the right-handed pitcher. And can we meet the lineup for the Motor City Hit Dogs under Chip Mick? 3, 6, and 1 are the Hit Dogs. Brody Hallabaugh to lead things off, the pitcher, followed by Spencer Hilleman, who made that fine catch in right. Mason Zazda bats third. He's at the shortstop. Matt Tupaz is at first base, the power hitting first baseman. Chase Omodio is in left field. Lucas Smith, the catcher, batting sixth. And we'll get back to that in a moment. We're underway. And Hallabaugh looks at one at the shoes. Landon Kaminsky on the mound. Works quick. Kind of a 3/4 slot throw. And the lefty cuts and fouls it back. 1-1 the count. Just underway. Glad you're with us on the prep. Thanks for subscribing and following us here. Inside corner, that's the fastball, and a strike is called. Game 7. They've played 6 games already today. Nobody thought they'd get all 7 games in. How about that flash of the leather? Kaminsky cleans up nicely, especially after 7. So that'll bring up Spencer Heilman, the right fielder. Second on the team in order and second in average. This is a trusted right-handed bat, and he looks at a fastball inside that gets past the catcher, Pennington. Popped up, that's going to get out of play, and the fancy-dancy condos behind us will get a souvenir. Not before it scratches the Corvette's hood along the way. A little road rash. Swing and a miss. Quickly ahead, 0-2, throwing strikes. That's what they like about Landon Kaminsky and head coach Dave Gorchek. That one's flown to right, shallow, trouble, and diving catch, no. Couldn't come up with it, but a great effort by Ross in right. Blake nearly snatched that thing off the moist, artificial surface. Call it a base hit, though. And a well-earned one for Spencer Hilleman. So here comes Mason Zazda, the explosive, athletic shortstop. And you saw him defensively. Any guy that's going to wear a hood or a hoodie under that jersey, you know he's got a little swag to him. Nice balanced right-hand approach. And that one's fouled back. So a man on, a man out. Hit Dogs trying to tie this thing up. The Hit Dogs 3-6-1 this year, but trying to continue upon their success that they had in the tournament. There goes the runner. Throw is low, and it's a stolen base. And Hilleman might have kicked it out of the glove of Sulek. Let's get another look here. Throw is on point, by the way, and that's just, yeah, something that I think Sulek wish he had back. That one's going to get past the catcher. And Pennington's going to hustle back, and all of a sudden the Hit Dogs are 90 feet away from tying this thing up. But the Hit Dogs went 1-1-1 at Adrian at the College Showcase last weekend. That one gets away from Pennington as well, and the runner's going to hold. Hilleman says, I don't trust that cat quick catcher Pennington. And I do trust my 3-hitter, Zazda. Zazda hit one 360 last year as a 14-year-old at the Finley tournament. He's got a lot of pop in that bat. The swag is real. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at third, Hit Dogs trying to tie it up in the bottom half. Ground ball down the line, and that's just past head coach Chip Mick. What a coach's name, Chip Mick. I mean, if Coach Mick isn't a good enough name, I mean, you throw in Chip as his first name, and it's a little more fun. There's a ball loose down in left field somehow, some way. Where'd that ball come from? The condos? Playing catch on the roof? All right, back in order. It's been a long day. I mean, this crew has humped through 6 games. Can you imagine? It's down to 82, but it was close to 90 earlier. Pitches popped up right side. Nobody will get it. Maybe the retriever behind that soccer net. Nice, pleasant evening in Corktown for the fine citizens of this beautiful neighborhood. The off speed is left outside. Hilleman is at third. He's on base thanks to the single, the stolen base, and the advancement. Full count, 1-out pitch. Zazda pops it foul back. Hanging tough. Landon Kaminsky continues to deal. Kaminsky has tossed 15 pitches in this opening inning. Jeff Hubbard will make sure all the baseballs are quickly put into play. The former Eagle of Eastern Michigan, all MAC football performer, star working for Fast Sports and Ron Reed. Pitches outside. Zazda knows the zone. And he'll trot swaggily down to first. So here comes Matt Tupaz, the power hitting first baseman. He goes to Divine Child in the offseason. 1 on, 1 out. 2 on, 1 out. Runners are at the corners, and there goes Zazda, and there goes the set play. Throw to second, not in time. Oh, the play was well executed, but the throw a little bit low, and not exactly what we've seen from Jackson Burke at his best. Throw on point gets him, but this is a well-designed play. Swing and a miss. And you know what? Pitcher's got to come right back and say, forget about that. A run didn't score. We still got runners at second and third at bay. For the moment, popped up. And Kaminsky's best friend is the fister to second to Sulek. 2 are down with 2 on. Now that will leave things up to Chase Omodio, the Allen Park Jaguar. Second and third, we saw a clutch 2-out RBI in the top half of the inning by the Thunder Blue. Can the Hit Dogs answer? Kaminsky again gets ahead. Chase, a high IQ player and a guy that plays everywhere. Pitches, shortstop, center field, left field. He's in left field tonight. And he grounds it up the middle. Going to be a tough play for Sulek. Have to hurry, throw to first, and it's wide. That's not just going to score 1, it's going to score 2. Into score comes Hilleman. Into score comes Zazda. It's 2-1 Motor City Hit Dogs. Well, they say you got to just put the ball in play sometimes. And oh, did Omodio do that. And it was going to be a tough play for Sulek. And he had to hustle, and he hurried a bit and threw it up the line. And that's what happens when you put the ball in play. Would he have been safe anyway? Maybe. But it forced an errant throw. And the card is flipped. So that'll bring up Lucas Smith. It's Lucas with a K. He's the catcher. He bats 6th. He's got a runner at second. And Omodio, that one's popped up, and that one is going to find the Hit Dogs dugout. And it Escapes the scamper of Pennington, the catcher. Beautiful night in Corktown in Detroit. Glad you're with us on the prep. This is the D-Town Showdown, presented by Fast Sports. Popped up shallow center field. Going out is Gorchek, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. Sorry, that was Gerardo Collin with the snatch. That ends the inning, but the Hit Dogs flip the script. They now have a 1-run lead. Rosette Market and Cafe, conveniently located across the street from Corner Ballpark in Corktown. They've got groceries. It's a convenience store. They've got delicious coffee, a great community-based place, crafted perfectly for Corktown. Open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., located at 1611 Michigan Avenue. Go find our friends at Rosette Market and Cafe. Want to thank our friends right across the street for filling us up at the Marathon Station and then filling us up in our bellies at the Subway Station. Wonderful sandwiches, some great fuel, some great deals. 1715 Michigan Avenue in Detroit, right across the street from the Corner Ballpark. Go find our friends at the Corktown Marathon Subway. Welcome back. Chad Bush with you, flying solo tonight in Corktown, and boy, does it just feel right on this Thursday night and the opening night of the D-Town Showdown. Oh, lots of action before us, but none better than tonight. Let's meet the defense for the Hit Dogs. See Smith behind home plate. Mick down at third. Zazda short. Griffin second. Tupaz at first. Not Tupac, Tupaz. In left field, it's Omodio. And Hilleman in right. And Clod in center field. So, 2-1, the Hit Dogs take advantage of miscues and errors, an unearned run, and we've got ourselves a barn burner in the making already. These are Miami Vice jerseys, if you're wondering. I called them Little Caesars. I guess that shows my age. Oh, it's the other team? Okay, so it's the Little Caesars jerseys against the Miami Vice. South Lyon's the Miami Vice. I get it. I should know that too. Miami Vice is my era, actually. So, shame on me. Pitches inside. Rob Hunter gets the Miami Vice reference. Nobody else on the crew probably does or recalls the show. Pat the Stat certainly does. He was an extra in the show, I think, at one episode. So, here we go. This is Amayo, the left fielder, South Lyon East student in the offseason. A right-handed hitter. He looks at a strike in the outside corner. 1-2 the count to Austin, the left fielder, batting sixth in this game. Got him on strikes, throw down to first, and it's Arrett. And that's going to result with the leadoff man on second despite the strikeout. And good hustle to get to second base by Amaimo. Austin hustling his way. And good IQ to get up and boogie. And Amaimo is at second base. So, Jackson Burke is the batter, the 7-hitter and the third baseman, left-handed hitter. The Thunder Blue. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Stopped by Hollabaugh. Throw to first, and that one is a bit yippy. That gets over the head of the first baseman, Tupaz. That's going to score a run. And the throw to third is not in time. So Burke gets all the way to third. Solid hustle. Here's another look at what went down. Back to the pitcher. Fine play. Hollabaugh just, the yips are going around for both teams, and he overshot them. We're tied at 2. And Coach Mick comes out and said, what's going on around here, man? This isn't what we did at Adrian. Let's play baseball. And, you know, these things happen. All is well that ends well. Coach Mick says, yeah, and fix that, and fix the mound too. So Burke is on third, and all of a sudden, they got an opportunity with Gerardo. This is a Catholic Central kid. They let a couple of Catholic leaguers on the South Lyon East team. How about it? Rivals a lot of the times, and they're together in the sandbox in the offseason. That's cool. Strike called. This is the 8-hitter, Colin Gerardo, the shortstop. 1-1 the count. Nobody out. Burke at third. And that's the bender. Again, it's a 4-pitch arsenal for Brody Hollabaugh, the Gibraltar Carlson rising sophomore. That one's fouled away. 4-pitch arsenal. Again, a fastball, a slider, a curveball, 12-6, and a knuckle curve. The 2-2 got him on strikes. So a strikeout for Brody. That's out number 1. It's a big one for the Hit Dogs. Here's another look. Elevated. Change that eye level. It's cliche, but it's true. And Hollabaugh's done a fine job of that. Pitch up and away. Good athleticism by Smith to snatch it. Lucas Smith, the catcher. Breaking ball misses outside. This is Evan O'Neill, the DH. And this is the 9-hitter in Dave Gorchak's lineup. And it's a big one at this point. Go ahead run at third with 1 out. So in this tournament, this is a rotating location. This is the premium location, as you can imagine. All turf, historic Tiger Stadium. Swing and a miss. And coming back to fill this thing up at 3-2. And so all these teams will see this place just once unless you get to the finals on Sunday in certain pools. That's going to be a walk. Runners are back at the corners. Double play depth in order for the Hit Dogs. So the only teams with a chance to get to play here twice are the 14U championship games. So that's cool. It's a nice balance, though. All the teams from 12U to 18U had an opportunity. It's optional, but what a nice option that these teams have chosen here. Outside corner with a changeup, a nasty one from Hollabaugh. Very confident kid. Doesn't really let a whole lot get him down. Base runners on, handles it very well. That one's looped to right, and it's rob job for Griffin. Throw to first, not in time. But how about the snatch and the steal in right field on this Corktown night? Oh, Griffin with a grab. This was laced to right. And the quickness to get over, and then the savvy to throw. And, hey, give some credit to O'Neill for getting back and hanging so close to home. So there's 2 outs. It stays at a 2-2 game, and it stays with runners at the corners with 2 outs. Here's another look at the Griffin play. Good job by O'Neill to get back. This one's flown to center. Fairly routine play for Claude. He makes the head-high catch. Side retired, but not before. This thing's knotted up again. Get ready. We got a nice night Thursday night. Kings Sports Cards and Collectibles has been a trusted destination for sports enthusiasts and collectors since opening its doors in 2021. With 2 convenient locations in Canton and downtown Detroit, Three Kings offers a wide selection of sports cards, TCG, sports apparel, memorabilia, and collectibles. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, their knowledgeable staff is dedicated to helping you find the perfect addition to your collection. Go find them at 1414 Griswold Street in Detroit, 313-744-7041, just minutes away from Corner Ballpark. Ready, set, throw. From reservation-based axe throwing experiences to spur-of-the-moment walk-ins, to special events to Fierce League play, Detroit Axe is your destination for Corktown axe throwing, located on Michigan Avenue right next to the Corner Ballpark between Trumbull and the Lodge, less than a mile from the Michigan Central Station. Oh, what a beautiful night on the riverfront. It's a beautiful night in Corktown as well. Look at the boats floating by in this late June. Great evening for baseball at the Corner, former home of Tiger Stadium, Briggs Stadium, Nevin Field. And here's a look at the Thunder Blue defense. Vargo at first, Sulek at second. Gerardo at short, Burke at third, Pennington behind home plate, Kaminsky on the mound. Amaimo in left, Gorchek in center, and Ross in right. So, Mick is the batter for Motor City, tied at 2. That one up and in. Motor City will bat 13 players in this game. Mick was hit, pardon me. Hope he's not hurt. He was hit. We'll get another look at it. So Brady Mick, he get hit? All right, we'll take another look at it. Doesn't matter, but it's interesting because it just didn't see it either time. But, hey, Mick is on. And our umpires have been perfect. They're like 98 out of 98 in their calls today. Throw back to first, snap throw from Pennington. Braylon Griffin is the batter, the second baseman. This is the guy that made the fine catch. Most improved player, perhaps, from a season ago on this team. And he comes from that mighty, mighty green guy machine, Cass Tech. The technicians, the champions of the PSL and the city championship in baseball in 2025. We had the honor of calling that here on the Prep in our partnership with the Detroit Public School League and our good friend Jay Alexander. Great glove at second, as you saw, but a lot of growth in the batting, and that's an example of it right there. A lacer to right, something Griffin wouldn't have done a year ago. And this is what Chip Mick just loves about Braylon Green as second baseman. Solid piece of hitting, again, going the other way, not getting greedy, trying to pull it. Good base running. Held up. And it's a good-looking start to the inning for the Hit Dogs when you got your 7 and 8 hitters on board. This is Henrik Lobb, L-O-B-B. He's the extra hitter, and he pops it up. This is an infield fly rule. Doesn't matter if he catches it or drops it. He is out. I always want guys to drop it. Like, if you can drop it, just drop it for fun, just to trip everybody out. No, coaches wouldn't say do that, Austin. Okay. I get it, but it's kind of fun for a goof, isn't it? Just drop it. Get everybody excited. He's still out. Everybody forgets that rule, even me. The fastball is up and away. This is Jaden Mobley, also a Cass Tech technician. Plays shortstop, second base, pitches. But tonight he's just going to hit, thank you very much. Two on, nobody out, 2-2 game. Tomorrow, it's Rise and Fire. It's a Friday morning at 8:15. 15U baseball continues. Legends Gold against the Detroit Prospects, 15U. Out on strikes, how about that? Landon Kaminsky comes back and gets a K. Mobley is out. Here comes Molnar. And here comes another look at the punch out. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's a fringe strike, let's be honest. But let's also be honest that umpire's, I think, been back there for 12 hours today. Pitches wide of the zone. So that's a huge out. It's the second out of the inning. This inning started with 2 on, nobody out. And Kaminsky's come right back. And he's firing on that outside corner that nobody can really get to. Cam Molnar's the batter. He had a no-hitter on junior varsity this year. He also went to Carlson. Out on strikes. The bounce back from Kaminsky to make it the first inning without a run. The first frame without a run. We're tied at 2. Let's go to the third. Game's over. The fun's just getting started at Corktown Tap House. Right across the street, you'll find 76 self-pour taps, 2 great kitchens, duck pin bowling, and augmented reality darts. Bring the whole team. Bring the whole family. That's Corktown Tap House, Detroit's go-to spot after the ball game. A Corktown sports bar gem since 1997. McShane's Irish Pub and Whiskey Bar. It's a true public house with Michigan flair, serving refined whiskey, Michigan craft beer, and also serving delicious food for dine-in or carry-out. Place that order today, 313-961-1960, just across the street from Corktown and the Corner Ballpark. Go find McShane's Irish Pub and Whiskey Bar. You got to head down the street to Mike's Famous Ham Place, right at 3700 Michigan Avenue, right down the road from Corner Ballpark. The best ham sandwich in Detroit. New ownership, an outstanding tradition continues. Go find him, Mike's Famous Ham Place, the best ham in Corktown. Welcome back to a beautiful Thursday night in Corktown. It's a cool, hip place to be, no matter really who you are or where you're from. It's fun. There's a lot of entertainment. There's restaurants. There's bars. There's dancing. And just a lot of good energy around here. It's one of the hidden gems of the city for sure. And it's the home of the D-Town Showdown, presented by Fast Sports. We thank them for their partnership. And we thank Ron Reed especially. Swing and a miss. And I'll tell you what, this crafty lefty, Brody with an I, Hollabaugh, is pretty good. On varsity as a freshman this year at Gibraltar Carlson. He was a starter. He was part of their rotation. And you can see why right there. Out on strikes. It's a team for the Motor City Hit Dogs that come from all over, but a lot of them are from downriver. 6 players from Gibraltar Carlson, a couple from Cass Tech, one from Milan, one from Allen Park, one from Divine Child, one from Ida. Good mix of kids, and yeah, mainly downriver-ish, I guess you could say. The Hit Dogs are a huge organization. I think they've got like 5 15U teams. They've got an East, they've got a West. The West trains in Ypsilanti at a beautiful facility formerly known as Willow Run High School. And how about that? Put the ball in play, good things happen, and the little bouncer in front turns into a base hit. And Hollabaugh says, should have had it. But look, things are wet. You get a lefty having to wheel around like that. Not ideal. And Hollabaugh is an athletic kid. But it's a tough play. So Vargo is on. That ball's grounded to short. Could be 2. Second for 1. And it won't be 2. Pennington runs too well. But a fine defensive play by Zazda to flip it over to his friend and second baseman, Braylon Griffin. Here's another look at how it went down. We have a courtesy runner in the house. That's Blake Ross, the right fielder returning to run. It's nice of him. Not everybody will come on and run for other people. That's a nice 12-6 curveball for a strike. This is Dylan Gorchek, the batter. Strike called. Top of the third, tie game. Our feature game of the night has been all it's been built up to be. Don't let the record fool you. The Hit Dogs come in 3-6-1. But it's a team that will be better than that. Throw down to second, not in time. Ross is fleet of foot, gets a stolen bag, despite the fine throw from Smith. And gets himself in scoring position. That's the go-ahead run. That's a nice, clean look. And great anticipation and jump. There's a fly ball, fairly deep, left field, on a beat over the head of Omodio. He misplayed it a bit. And now rounding third, headed home and scoring is Blake Ross. He had to hold up and wait to see what was going to happen, and it was a bit misplayed by Omodio. I think might have lost it a bit. We'll get another look here. But this is a play he usually makes. And, yeah, just kind of lost it a bit. Misread it. It happens. It's 3-2. Ball was struck well, let's be honest, by Gorchek. We'll see how they score that. I would think it's an error. Pat the stat says he didn't touch it. All right. I saw it differently, but you are older and wiser than me, so maybe you saw that. What'd you think? Double? Official ruling to double. Austin Sonnenberg confirms. Okay. Fair enough. Replay operator, official scorer, social media director. He's doing it all tonight. Pop up right field. Griffin goes back, gives way, and Hilleman calls him off to end the inning. Not before the go-ahead run is scored by the Thunder from South Lyon. Get to Marcus Market in Midtown. It's a premium convenience store that specializes in fresh local produce daily, and they have fabulous El Taco inside the store. Lots of things to love about Marcus Market in Midtown at 4614 2nd Avenue in Detroit. You could go right across the street and get some of the finest gelato and coffee in Detroit's historic Corktown neighborhood, Momento Gelato and Coffee. Born in Bologna and refined in Detroit. Right across the street from Corner Ballpark at 2120 Trumbull Street, 313-974-6054, Gelato Momento Coffee Shop. Welcome back to the D-Town Showdown. You know, these games are hosted in downtown, Corktown. It's some of the most amazing fields in the city. All over Detroit. Wayne State's Harwell Field, historic Hamtramck Stadium, which is, of course, the old Negro League ballpark. The UAW William Clay Ford Field as well. and the remarkable corner ballpark. All teams can also take part in a game at the corner ballpark. Coach Mick's team is going tomorrow night, so that'll be fun. And this is the only tournament that keeps teams downtown. Think about it. There's nobody else out there that offers you an opportunity, first of all, to play here at the corner ballpark, to play at Wayne State. By the way, we're the home of Wayne State Athletics as well for their ball games, so we're well familiar with that field. And then historic Hamtramck, which has been revamped. They've just dumped a bunch of coin in there, and it looks beautiful. So Fast Sports knows what they're doing, and that's why we try to partner with them and bring some fun travel baseball to you over the summer. So welcome back to the bottom of the third, 3-2. South Lyon has taken the lead. South Lyon has scored in every inning, 1 run. It's been a very consistent effort. And the Hit Dogs got 2 in the first. This one's driven deep. Left center field, and that's going to get over everybody's head. Wow, all the way to the left center field gap, and pulling up and having enough is Headkey. Gavin Headkey with an absolute shot. This is the biggest kid on the team, and he's got the biggest swing so far tonight. Look at this drive. I mean, Gorchak didn't have a chance over his head. Headkey, a guy that plays first base, third base, pitches, got a big arm too. He's developing as a pitcher. He's the extra hitter tonight. So that'll bring up Easton Clodd, the center fielder. Leadoff man on, and that's a big one. That's the tying run at second for the Hit Dogs. But Kaminsky's been a bulldog all night. Resilient, bouncing right back, unscathed. We'll see if he can do that here. He does. Clodd has had a lot of great growth and development from a year ago as well. Just started playing baseball a few years ago. And he's out here. Kaminsky bounces back, 1 out. Back to the top of the lineup. This is Brody with an eye, Hollowbaugh. And he grounds it to second base. Sulek with it, throws to first. Advancing to third, wisely, is Headkey. Heady play by Headkey. Sorry, had to. And now he's 90 feet away. Sulek with a fine play on this great artificial surface. And then Vargo says, you're not going to take third that easy, Mr. Headkey. But he did. Strike called. This is Hilleman. And with 2 outs, he grounds it up the middle, and it's bobbled by the shortstop, Gerardo. A run's going to score, and we're tied at 3. So ho-hum, we're level again in this game. Ball struck well. Shortstop, a little bit of an odd bounce for turf, I will say that. But a play we've seen that shortstop make before. Great reputation at short for Gerardo. But it's a boo-boo, and it's a costly one, and we're tied at 3. Hilleman will not get an RBI for that, at least in Pat the Stats book. But, you know, it doesn't matter what stats we're taking up here, unless it's regarding the G of the game. We will have a G of the game. So that's the player of the game for those that aren't familiar with our broadcast. The winning team's top performer. And we'll have that after this contest. And we're going to put that young man on air. That's going to be a seeing eye single between that gap between Burke and Gerardo. And that's a seeing eye single and a solid base hit. So that's another hit for Zazda. And And that'll bring up Tupaz, the first baseman. So a hit by Hillman, a hit by Zazda, and a hit by Griffin in this game. That's the 3 hits. Ground ball back to Kaminsky, handles it himself, but not before damage was done. A run. We're tied at 3. Let's get out of the 3s. Let's go to the 4s. Thanks for watching Fast Sports D-Town Showdown. The Peach Cobbler Factory is home to the world's most unique offering of desserts under one roof. They've got it all. Over 90 desserts are served, from ice cream to banana puddings to savory sweet cinnamon rolls, pudding and shakes, bigger and better cookies. Fabulous. Go find them. The Peach Cobbler Factory on 1300 Broadway Street in Detroit. We couldn't do it without our food sponsors. We have to feed these hungry mouths in the production room, our cameramen, our talent, and Chaos Burger has done that. Located at 110 Clifford Street in Detroit, down the road from Corner Ballpark. A juicy burger, some great fries, little salt and pepper already on the fries, a great hot sauce. Chaos Burger, we thank them for providing the crew food today for the coverage of Travel Baseball Tournament provided by Fast Sports.
Ford Auditorium is where the Detroit Symphony.
Some great shots tonight from our crew. Executive producer Christian Jackson spinning the dials, and a glimpse live at downtown Detroit. We're just up the road in Corktown, just next to Southwest Detroit, Mexican town, and just next to Midtown, and just a cool, cozy little borough. I don't know what you call it. Village? I don't know. Neighborhood? Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, I digress. We're tied at 3. There is some action down in the hit dog bullpen, and we'll get to that momentarily. Meanwhile, Holloman's been pretty good in this game. He's given up 4 hits, 3 runs, just 2 of them earned. He struck out 4 and walked 1. And he's about to throw his 48th pitch of this beautiful Thursday late June night. And it's a fastball firm on the inside corner for a strike. There's the action down in the pen. And we'll get his number momentarily. There's a swing and a slice down the line and just foul. Chased down by Omo Dio. There's Brody Holloman, or Hollabaugh. Gibraltar Carlson's finest, a rising sophomore. Got some talent for sure. Very confident. This one also will go foul. 2-2 count, leadoff hitter for the South Lyon Thunder Blue. This is Jackson Burke, the third baseman. Four hits in this game for South Lyon. One from Ross, one from Vargo, one from Pennington, and one from Gorchak. 2-2 count to Jackson Burke, the 7-hitter, and the third sacker for Dave Gorchak, the bench boss. Let's run it full. There are, of course, lights here, and they are on. This is the only game you really need them for. Some threatening skies earlier, though. I mean, let's be honest. You look at that weather report, it was not friendly going into today, but the baseball gods have blessed Fast Sports and this tournament, the D-Town Showdown, in its second year and not slowing down anytime soon. This one's ripped to left. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Drops in front of Omodio. And having to hustle to second is Burke. He had to wait to see if Omodio was going to catch that. And with some of the defensive play we've seen tonight, I don't blame him. But that's a base hit. And so Colin Gerardo, the shortstop, gets a clean base hit and the 5th hit of the day for the Thunder Blue. Here's Deuce Deuce. That's Evan O'Neill, the DH. Joey Sulik in the on-deck circle. 2 men on. Burke on second. Gerardo on first, and that one's fouled off the foot without a protector. No protector. We'll see how far Hollabaugh will go. It's a fresh arm, a lot of pitches, and when you got some off-speed pitches, you can save a little bit of gas in the tank. That one's fouled out of play. And that's, boy, that's a popular spot. Now, if I was tracking where foul balls go here, if like I worked here or something, I want to know where they go. That's like a red spot. We've seen 4 foul balls land there. Man. O'Neill puts another one in that vicinity. I kid you not. And that is a hot red blinking zone right now. I mean, who's over there? There's somebody out there having a late time smoke. And I mean, they woke up. It was a cool night for them, and everything's rattled a bit. Swing and a miss. Speaking of rattled, Hollabaugh's got the hitters talking to themselves after that one. And this is where when you've got a 4-pitch arsenal and you can just keep people guessing, that's what you can do. I don't know what that was, I'm going to be honest, but I think it was the knuckle curve. Here's Joey Sulik, the second baseman. Runner hung up, throw down to second, not in time. Fine job by Jackson Burke to get slow and low with it. Sulik trying to come up big from the 9-hole. Ross in the on-deck circle. Thunder Blue trying to regain the lead. Sulik shows bunt, but he's just flirting. Got that pink bat with the teal that goes with the unis. I mean, both these teams are looking real clean tonight, let's be honest. I don't know if they did that, busted out their alternate jerseys because they were on the prep tonight, perhaps. But, I mean, these are some nice threads. And you know what? We kind of think that those are cool colors, too. There he is. What's up, Mikey? Mike Batchus there on camera. Mike was helpful earlier with the ladder process. I think considered a ladder engineer at this point. Squares to bunt, pulls it back, and that is a strike called. Burke at second. Gerardo at first. 3-1 count. And Hollabaugh's about to hurl his 64th pitch of the night. And he misses. So Chip Mick, the head coach for Motor City's turning his head down there, and that usually means he wants to talk to his coaches, wants to see where his player's at, and he told his catcher to go buy some time. Time is short right now for Hollabaugh. Perhaps. Bases are loaded. Third baseman Mick is really in at third. And with one out, he smells something funny here, and that is a hit by pitch. Nothing funny there. Blake Ross, the leadoff man, gets a RBI the hard way, getting one in the melon. And now Chip Mick is out and says, hey, we saw some good things, but we got to move on. We'll move on as well. We'll step aside. We'll take a timeout. A run is in. South Lyon regains a lead. We're back in a moment.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, pinching it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
We are the Prep. Thanks for watching. We appreciate our partnership with Fast Sports, tournament providers, baseball, softball, basketball, many, many more. And we appreciate them bringing us on board for the D-Town Showdown, 4-day tournament. About 50 teams, about 25 games, and a lot of fun. You see the beautiful shot of Motor City Casino and some of the great areas to live, some of the housing units around this stadium, which are just gorgeous, condos and such. Now then, a one-run lead on the hit by pitch. We've got a new pitcher in the game, and it's Lob. Lob is the new pitcher. Lob was already in the ball game as an extra hitter. And, yeah, he's going to come in and he's going to toss it. One of the leaders on this team, he's also a Gibraltar Carlson kid. Carlson had a great year in football as well. They lost late in the playoffs to Orchard Lake St. Mary's, who would go on to win the state title in Division II. But Carlson, Division III, rather? Did I say that right? 2. I'm in baseball season. It's hard for me to think back to football. A little more chin music. All in the name of sportsmanship, though. It's nothing dirty there. 3-1. Kaminsky, the batter. Nowhere to put him. Bases loaded. And that is another free pass that drives in a run. Back to back, a hit by pitch. And then the relief pitcher, Lob, comes in and walks the next guy. Now look, it's not an easy situation to come in. Hey, here's the ball, bases are loaded, it's a one-run game. Get us out of here with one out, you know? I mean, it's a big task. We'll see how Lob bounces back. This is a tough customer, too. Ryan Vargo, the first baseman. Vargo has a hit in this ball game. 1-1 the count. Bases are a full. 2 runs are in, and it's a 2-run South Lyon Thunder Blue lead. This one's flown to center. Should be playable for Omodio. Makes the catch. Tagging at third is Sulek. He'll come in to score. It's now 6-3. sacrifice fly and a Vargo RBI. 3 runs in the inning. That's been the difference. And just enough to do the trick. So Pennington now to come bat. Runners hold tight at second and first. 6 runs in. And so South Lyon has equaled their total output for through the first 3 innings. Innings of which they scored a run in each. And they held just 1 lead in this game. They led 3-2 briefly in the top of the 3rd before Motor City would tie it. That's an off-speed pitch at the shins for a strike. Nice pitch by this young man who's come in, Henrik Lobb. He's a catcher and a pitcher. And one of the positive influencers on this team. That's a nasty one in the dirt, and that's fouled back, allegedly. But bouncing back, you got to love Lobb, who just walked a guy, coming right back and throwing strikes. This is a tough guy to get in Mark Pennington. And Pennington doesn't chase there. Pennington, who wears number 88. I can't help but think Eric Lindros. I'm not even a hockey guy, but that's all I can think about with 88. Is there another 88 out there that I'm missing? Outside corner, strike 3 called. So, a little bounce back for the kid that got called in, Henrik Lobb. Didn't lob that one. We'll see if the Hit Dogs can bounce back in the bottom of the 4th. We're back with more on the Preps coverage of the D-Town Showdown right after this.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
This is Pool A, 15U baseball, travel ball from the D-Town Showdown in the Corner Ballpark in Detroit, Michigan. What a great tournament. There's games going on in 3 different ballparks in 4 straight days, all day. Wayne State, the home of the other site, Hamtramck, the location of the 3rd site, and I mean, all of them are just wonderful and have some outstanding character. It's debatable which one's the favorite, perhaps, for anybody. I mean, there's a lot to like about all of it. Of course, the Green Monster at Wayne State and the cool Wayne State baseball field, which they call Harwell Field, fittingly enough, after one of my mentors, Ernie Harwell. No one could ever do it like Ernie. Chase Omodio is the batter, and this one's fouled back. How about the chat? The chat's rolling. The live chat is bumping. And we're going to shout them out. We got Jason, Gaming Bro, Sauce K, Zach Schrader, Bees, Fast. Everybody's shouting out Fast, and Wayne Memorial. Okay. Shout out to the Zebras. Pitch is low. Keep the chatter rolling, guys. Thank you, guys and girls. Thanks to everybody for watching. If you want to broadcast like this, we can bring it to you. And if you're playing at the corner ballpark, we can bring it to you this weekend. Let us know. info@theprepsports.com. info@theprepsports.com if you'd like to get on a broadcast this weekend. If you're going to play at the corner ballpark, throwback to first and a little sneaky. Oh, Kaminsky with some fancy feet when he thought nobody was watching. So Omodio on at first. It's 5, 6, and 7. That is a ground ball between third and short, and it's chaos for South Lyon. And the hit dogs are barking here in the fourth. A little bite back for the boys from downriver in the D. Slow chopper, tough play. Burke had to take a chance and cut it off. Gerardo didn't really have a chance. I mean, one of those, it's well placed. It's a base hit. Squares to bunt, gets it down, but he got some skin. That's a live ball, folks. Throw to first, there's an out, throw back home. It's errant, and a run scores. It's now 6-4, and advancing now down to third with one out is Smith. So how about this play? A lot going on. Squares to bunt, hits his hand, says, ow. Coach says, run. It's in play. It was a great bunt. And that's the coach's son, Brady Mick. That was a beautiful bunt, by the way. And then the errant throw. We've seen that tonight. And a run scores. But there was an out recorded. And we're 90 feet away. Well, no, they're not. They're going to send back Smith to second. Let's get another look, if we can, at what all went down here. Now they're going to bring him back. Okay. He's getting his steps in, I guess. So here's a look at what happened. Again, the bunt by Mick. This is a good bunt. He took one for the team, though. Catcher fires to first. That's Pennington. That's a great play. Vargo says, let's get back home. Pennington says, no. And the mishandled throw, or excuse me, the errant throw, scores the run. So Mick is at third. Excuse me, Smith is at third. And that'll bring up the batter, number 11, Braylon Griffin, the second baseman, who had the base hit his last time up. He also had the fine catch. And he's in a clutch spot here with one strike and a runner at third. Ground ball, this will drive in the run. Grounder to short. Girados throws a first, and he is out on a fine play. But a run scores. It's now 6-5. And it's an RBI for Griffin as this game gets just a little bit closer in score. Puts the ball in play, grounds it out. This is a good baseball play. Gerardo makes the throw, run scores, base is empty, one-run game. Meanwhile, Kaminsky's kind of been the quiet assassin in this game. Hanging around, throwing strikes. Winning pitcher record right now. He's had some tough luck plays against him defensively, just like Hollabaugh has. Both these teams can field it better than they've shown tonight. They've proven that already this year, and they'll prove it again later. Mama said there'd be days like this. There's a pop-up to short. Sulek handles it. Side retired, but here come the hit dogs, barking back just a little bit. Don't go anywhere.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9800 9792.
Get the smile you've always dreamed of at Detroit Dental Spa. Located in beautiful Corktown, Detroit, our experienced and caring team offers a variety of services, including dental implants, Invisalign, and veneers. Our welcoming practice ensures you are informed and comfortable. Discover more reasons to smile with our comprehensive dental care. Visit our website at DetroitDentalSpa.com or call 313-216-4232 to learn more and book an appointment today.
Top 05 on this glorious Thursday night. Fireworks happened here earlier this week on the 98-degree day. It's been a fun week in Corktown. Feel like we should get an office down here or something. I mean, it feels like home. The line for Kaminsky has been impressive. He has not given up an earned run in this game, given up just 4 hits, but yet he's in the lead 6-5. South Lyon 6 on 5 hits, 6 runs on 5 hits, 4 errors. Meanwhile, Motor City Hit Dogs 5 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors. So back on the bump is the right-handed hurler Henrik Lobb. Lobb is spelled L-O-B-B. And so here comes the left-handed hitting Dylan Gorchek. Gorchek is spelled G-O-R-A-J-E-K. And when I look at his name, I have to look at it 2 or 3 times again just to make sure I say it right. It's one of those names. I like the name, but I just want to make sure. It scares me, you know what I mean? You gotta say it right. Especially when the coach's name is the same thing. 5, 6, and 7 due up for the boys from South Lyon. 8 and 6 on the year are the Thunder Blue. Gorchek, the lefty against the righty, probably saying, thank goodness I got that lefty out of here. The line is complete on Hollabaugh, the lefty that has departed this game. He goes 3 1/3. He gives up 5 hits, 6 runs, 5 were earned, 5 strikeouts and 3 walks. Pop up, and the second out of the inning is recorded. Or excuse me, the first out of the inning. Here's how it went down. And handled by Mason Zazda, who's moved over from shortstop to third base. And we got a new shortstop here in this game. So here is Austin Amaimo, class of 2028. Again, this is a team full of South Lyon East, everybody, with the exception of Burke and Gerardo. They're both CC boys. And that's, of course, Detroit Catholic Central, or Novi Detroit Catholic Central. And if you want to be mean to them, call them Novi Catholic Central. That really would upset them. I'm not suggesting you're mean to them. Foul back, but that would upset them. Of course, we do a lot of broadcasts for our friends in the Catholic League, as well as the Detroit Public School League, the OAA. We've done games with South Lyon East. We called their football game this past fall on the prep. Called their football game a couple years before that, or a year before that. And so, yeah, we're familiar with both these communities. Would love to get some Gibraltar Carlson action. Had a lot of success down there. Love to get to understand the secret to the sauce. And that gem down on the beautiful water in Gibraltar really is gorgeous. I don't know many people know that area, but really impressive, luxurious. So more balls are into play, and we got ball gate going on. Oh, look at the ump. Did you just see him fire a ball? Ump says, look at this. I mean, the ump says, hey, you're going to throw it at my head. I'm going to fire back a fastball. I mean, the ump came back with some heat. Pitches up and away. He says, I got some gas in the tank too. That's a walk. So Claude, excuse me, we got a new Amayo walks. My bad. Got the rosters crossed. That one's lifted to right. That's going to drop in for a base hit in front of Hilleman. And making the turn but wisely holding is Imaimo. So South Lyon comes right back. They've scored in every inning in this game. And a real nice piece of hitting right there by Burke. Burke's had a fine day. Two on with one out. South Lyon trying to extend their lead back. They had a 3-run lead after their 3-run fourth last inning. Hit Dogs came back with a couple. That's going to get beyond the catcher. Runners advance, second and third. Hit Dogs are going to get some activity in their pen. Again, it's a long week, so, I mean, both these managers got to kind of prepare. There is some depth, a lot of depth in pitching for the Hit Dogs. You see some activity continuing. Runners at second and third. Ground ball to third. Run will score. Throw to first. They'll get the out. Great scoop by Tupaz. And then Burke will advance to third wisely. But a run is in. It's now 7-5 as the Thunder Blue get one back. So an RBI, you put the ball in play, good things happen. And, yeah, touchdown South Lyon. They've got 7 here in the 5th. Fly ball center field, and that's playable, and Omodio makes the catch. A run in for the Thunder Blue to keep the tradition of scoring in every inning alive. We got a tight one, don't go anywhere. We're the Prep, the D-Town Showdown. Thanks to our friends at King's Grill, located at 1350 West 4th Street, right down the road from Corner Ballpark. Get your fresh, hot breakfast from Giovanni and Rocky, the kings of King Grill. Go find them, 313-961-0988. After the ball game, head to LJ's Sweetheart Bar. They've got pool and darts and dancing. Open since 1983. And just a great place to go after the ball game for all kinds of fun. Beer, cocktails, pool, comedy shows, and just a nice neighborhood hangout in Corktown. 2114 Michigan Avenue, LJ's Sweetheart Bar. Thanks to our friends at the Potato Place. Loaded baked potatoes and so much more. Located at 107 West Warren in Detroit. Find them at 313-833-8948. We thank them for their patronage for this D-Town Showdown. And we're live at the Corner Ballpark in Detroit. We are the Prep. And you can follow us on our social media. This is our YouTube channel. If you would subscribe, it's free. And we would appreciate that. We're on Facebook and also the Gram and X, TikTok. And if you want to get a broadcast or you want to be a sponsor, get at us. Info@theprepsports.com. And follow us, if you would, please, on our social medias. We'll have highlights of this game on our social media, thanks to Austin Sonnenberg, in the wee hours of the morning or sometime tomorrow, late morning when he wakes up. I'm kidding. He's up very early. He's up earlier than I. You'll probably have those highlights tonight, if I know Austin. You'll probably have those later tonight. If I know my guy, you're going to see the G of the game. You're going to see the best plays of today. It's all on Austin's shoulders. No, we appreciate him. He does a great job for us on our social media, and we thank you for following us and subscribing. So, a 2-run game. The Hit Dogs have been playing from behind really since the third, when they came back from down a run. And this game has been tied twice. There's been 2 lead changes. Meanwhile, old Kaminsky has gone the whole way. Landon Kaminsky has been the story. The 2028 right-handed arm has given up 4 hits, 5 runs, but get this, none of those runs have been earned. They've been error-filled. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, but no earned runs. So that's an important note in this game. He stands now to be the victorious pitcher. But the Hit Dogs will have something to say about that. A whistler from Mobley and Ross right at him. That's a harder play than it looks like for Ross. This is a bullet. Looking up in those lights, boom. It's a good play. Underrated play. As it's all on lights right now as the sun is set. As we near the 9:30 hour on this Thursday night. That is a bender that just misses. A wicked bender. Cam Molnar said, what was that? We've seen a nice 3-pitch offering from the right-hander Landon Kaminsky. We've seen the fastball, looks like a 2-seamer. We've seen the 12-6 breaker. We've seen a changeup. And it's kind of that 3/4 action, which comes up on you a little quicker if you're a hitter. But the Hit Dogs have put some good swings on it tonight. Make no mistakes about it. Their early season, their first 2 tournaments, they played in Findlay, Ohio in their first one. And then this past week at the Adrian College showcase rather. That is caught by Kaminsky. And he had to balance, first of all, you don't ever want the pitcher to catch it, okay? The funny things can happen. But Kaminsky was coming after it, so you let him do it. He had to avoid a bat. I was so worried he was going to slip on that bat down there. And he didn't. Just an athletic move. Here's another look. Look at the bat's right there. He leaves it. Kaminsky, no biggie. He almost rolled on that thing. And that is a hit by pitch. And Gavin Hedke, who had a hit his last time up, will head down to first. It's a 2-out hit by pitch, and Kaminsky just had a 2-seamer go a little awry. So here is Claude, the batter. Kaminsky is about to unravel his 75th pitch of this night. There's no activity in the South Lyon pen. And, got him on the back side, and Easton Claude is fired up. And so those are the 2 tying runs now with 2 outs. And we're seeing perhaps the 75 pitches for Kaminsky starting to become a thing. So that'll go to the top of the lineup now. So Hollabaugh will bat, one of the best hitters on this team. Inside corner strike called. That wasn't far from nipping Hollabaugh. Strike called. It's getting late. Reservations were made. Pitch is just inside and low. So it's Hedke at second, Claude at first. Those are the tying runs in this bottom of the 5th. And the Preps Showcase Showdown here in Detroit for the D-Town Showdown. Bob Barker reset. There's a liner to center. That's a base hit. Headkey's get around third and hold right there. And Coach Mick says, hold it right there. We got more good stuff coming behind you. Bases are juiced after the single. And now things are starting to shuffle around for South Lyon. But just a seeing eye single, a great piece of hitting by the man who started this game as the pitcher for the Hit Dogs in Hollowball. So now Dave Gorchek is out. And he's talking to his young right-hander. And he says, I'm your guy. I'm your boy. So bases are loaded now with 2 outs, and a big spot for the 2-hitter, Spencer Hilleman, an aggressive guy, a real hustle guy out of Ida, Michigan, and he looks at a strike. Big spot, bases full, Headkey at third, Clod at second, Hollowbaugh at first. 2 runs would tie the game. Go ahead run at third, and that one's low, nowhere to put them. Bases are juiced. This is a 7-inning affair. Popped up and out of play and back towards that hot spot again. I mean, it even took a hop, a funky hop back towards that hot spot. There's a lot of energy over there. Kaminsky's gone all the way. Line drive to right, and that's going to hold up enough for Ross to grab it. He was in between, but he found it knee high. Wonderful sandwiches, some great fuel, some great deals. 1715 Michigan Avenue in Detroit, right across the street from the corner ballpark. Go find our friends at the Corktown Marathon Subway. What a dreamy skyline here in Corktown. Lots more games will be had. Come on down to the corner tomorrow. Games will start at 8:15, and they will go about every 2 hours. There you see the booth. What's up, guys? 7 games tomorrow, 7 games Saturday, and then 6 on Sunday. We hope to be with you again. I'm sure we will. But if you'd like a broadcast, you're in this tournament at the corner ballpark, give us an email, info@theprepsports.com. We're available Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a first pitch swing and a ground out and a quick out, something we haven't seen a lot of this game, a quick out. And Joey Sulik is retired, and that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Blake Ross, the right fielder. Ross has had a hit today. It was a double. And he drives another one up the middle, but it's snagged out of the air. How about the defensive play by the shortstop to end? Well, did that end the inning? No, that's 2 outs. My bad. Look at that. Range to his left. That's Jaden Mobley. The Cast Tech technicians flashing some leather at short. So there's 2 outs quickly in this top of the 6th. And that will bring up the 2-hitter, Landon Kaminsky. Kaminsky on the mound, as you know, has been quite the story. He has gone the whole way, a full 5 innings, and he's thrown 83 pitches, 53 for strikes, giving up 5 hits, 5 runs, but get this, none of them earned. He is in line for the win right now, but he'd love to help his cause with 2 outs. It feels like a 2-run lead in this game just isn't safe. And with the Hit Dogs with at least 1 more at bat, it's imperative that they have a shutdown inning here. Again, the Hit Dogs, it's a huge organization. They've got an organization out of Rochester Hills. That's Hit Dogs East. They've got a facility, they've got Hit Dogs West, and they've got a beautiful facility in Ypsilanti. That's the old Willow Run High School. And so it's a nice mix of teams, wide variety. Off-speed pitches taken low. Landon Kaminsky, who's pitched his tail off tonight, trying to keep things alive. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Tomorrow, the first game is Legends Gold against the Detroit Prospects. That's a 15U game. That's in Pool B. Of course, this is Pool A. The second game will see Pool A opponents, Blue Water Titans against Michigan Chaos. Count is now full with 2 outs. In Game 3, it'll be the 5-tool Rebels against the Oakville A's. Canada in the house, eh? That's Game 3. Game 4 is a 14U game, Detroit Bees against the Legends Navy. The Detroit Prospects 16U team will take on the Batmen. How cool is that? A 16U team at 3:55. On a full day tomorrow. The full count pitch fouled back. We will have coverage on Sunday for sure of the Adrian Lookouts against the West Michigan Tide. That's a 10-10 game on Sunday morning. Also in the 15U field in Pool C. We will have coverage of that on Sunday. We hope to have coverage in between. Ground ball to short. Handled smoothly. Throw to first. Out. Fine play again by Jaden Mobley. Coming in, getting some minutes as the backup shortstop has looked just fine. Ready, set, throw. From reservation-based axe throwing experiences to spur-of-the-moment walk-ins to special events to Fierce League play, Detroit Axe is your destination for Corktown axe throwing, located on Michigan Avenue right next to the corner ballpark between Trumbull and the Lodge, less than a mile from the Michigan Central Station. Game's over? The fun's just getting started at Corktown Tap House. Right across the street, you'll find 76 self-pour taps, 2 great kitchens, duck pin bowling, and augmented reality darts. Bring the whole team, bring the whole family. That's Corktown Tap House, Detroit's go-to spot after the ball game. Another solid shot of this great Detroit night. The Hit Dogs with some work to do. Again, with time restrictions, this could be the final inning. We don't know. The Hit Dogs don't know either. So they feel they've got to rally, and they feel they've got the right men to do it up in order. It's 3, 4, and 5 due up. Zazda, Tupaz, and Omodio. Zazda, who started the game at shortstop, guy who has the strongest arm on the team, pitcher. He's kind of the closer. If they were to take the lead, he'd be the guy that would come in. Big pop, but they need base runners. So we'll see what Zazda can do against Kaminsky, who is about to throw his 84th pitch of the night. He's gone all the way, and again, has not given up an earned run in this game. 5 hits, but no earned runs. But he wants to earn his team a win tonight in the final game of the first day of competition. in the D-Town Showdown, presented by Fast Sports. Inside, nearly nipped Zazda. Kaminsky has plucked a few tonight. In fact, he plucked back-to-back batters back in the 5th. But ahead 2-0 is Zazda, and now 3-0. There is activity in the South Lyon bullpen for the first time tonight. So the end may be nearing for Kaminsky, especially if he deals a free pass to Zazda. Here's the 3-0. And he walked him on 4 straight pitches. And a long look into the dugout by Kaminsky. And there you see the relief pitcher perhaps getting ready to come in. That's Joey Sulik, the second baseman. So we'll see if they let Kaminsky go one more. This is a dangerous hitter. This is Tupaz, the Divine Child Falcon, who can really hit that fastball far. Runner goes to second and sits there. And really, you just want to get the runner to second, not to steal a base and score a run, but to avoid any kind of force or double play. And that's what Zazda does. Tupaz hitless tonight, 0 for 2. Two-run lead. And inside and misses. Great job tonight by the home plate umpire, T.J. Rollins, a guy who was a hurler at Henry Ford Community College the last 2 years. Good to see him giving back to the game, a game that's given him so much. And he's done a great job calling balls and strikes tonight. 3-0, and Kaminsky flirting with filling up the first 2 batters with a free pass. And that one's fouled back. Oh, he was swinging on 3-0. Okay. You give your 4-hitter that freedom sometimes. A guy that can hit a fastball to Farmington, you give him liberties to do that. T.J. Rollins calls a strike on the outside corner, and now all of a sudden it's a full count. Kaminsky's battled all night. About to throw his 93rd pitch, but he's competing. Got him on strikes. A little change piece. And Kaminsky gets another K, and this is just savviness. Not trying to overpower, running out of gas. How about that 2 seamage or splitter or sinker, whatever it was? It was filthy. And it's a strikeout. It's a big one, especially when he was down 3-0. Sulek is done throwing in the South Lyon pen for the moment. There goes the runner to third. The run doesn't mean much. They'll throw anyway. Again, it is the bottom of the 6th. It's a 7-inning game, but we're nearing call time, closing time. And I'm not talking about 2 a.m. the bar's closing. I'm talking about like closing time in the time limit. It's an hour and 40 minutes. This game started at 8:02. So that would tell me that the game won't go past, can't start another inning past 9:40. Slow roller to first. And he's out. A feet first slide from Omodia. A run does score. It's 7-6. Bases are clear. It's an RBI for Omodia. And he kind of got caught between, do I slide? Do I run through? Boy, I always love to see kids run through the bag. But sometimes that slide is something you do. Sometimes to avoid contact and to avoid an interference. So Dave Gorchak is out to talk to his pitcher, Kaminsky, just to take his temperature. And there's no getting him out of this game. It is now 7-6. That run did score. There's 2 outs in what could be the final inning. And this will leave things up to Lucas Smith, the catcher, who also has started at times this year on Carlson's varsity team. Popped him up in foul territory. Catch is made by Vargo. Inning over, ball game over. 7-6, your final score. Stick around, we'll have our G of the game. The South Lyon Thunder Blue win it in a thriller over the Motor City Hit Dogs 15U. Back with a G of the game, highlights and more right after this. You could go right across the street and get some of the finest gelato and coffee in Detroit's historic Corktown neighborhood. Momento Gelato and Coffee, born in Bologna and refined in Detroit. Right across the street from Corner Ballpark at 2120 Trumbull Street, 313-974-6054, Gelato Momento Coffee Shop. The Peach Cobbler Factory is home to the world's most unique offering of desserts under one roof. They've got it all. Over 90 desserts are served, from ice cream to banana puddings to savory sweet cinnamon rolls, pudding and shakes, bigger and better cookies. Fabulous. Go find them. The Peach Cobbler Factory on 1300 Broadway Street in Detroit. You got to head down the street to Mike's Famous Ham Place, right at 3700 Michigan Avenue, right down the road from Corner Ballpark. The best ham sandwich in Detroit. New ownership, an outstanding tradition continues. Go find him, Mike's Famous Ham Place, the best ham in Corktown. A Corktown sports bar gem since 1997. McShane's Irish Pub and Whiskey Bar. It's a true public house with Michigan flair, serving refined whiskey, Michigan craft beer, and also serving delicious food for dine-in or carry-out. Place that order today, 313-961-1960, just across the street from Corktown and the Corner Ballpark. Go find McShane's Irish Pub and Whiskey Bar. We couldn't do it without our food sponsors. We have to feed these hungry mouths in the production room, our cameramen, our talent, and Chaos Burger has done that. Located at 110 Clifford Street in Detroit, down the road from Corner Ballpark. A juicy burger, some great fries, little salt and pepper already on the fries, a great hot sauce. Chaos Burger, we thank them for providing the crew food today for the coverage of Travel Baseball Tournament provided by Fast Sports. Get to Marcus Market in Midtown. It's a premium convenience store that specializes in fresh local produce daily, and they have fabulous El Taco inside the store. Lots of things to love about Marcus Market in Midtown at 4614 2nd Avenue in Detroit.
Talk about the rest of the summer, what's next in this tournament, our goal, and what you have in store for next year?
Well, this tournament, we're hopefully obviously keep my game on last tournament, keep getting levels on board. Next year, hopefully with this team, see our grow. And I hope that we get better all those guys.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Well, 7-6, South Lyon Thunder Blue win it in a game in which they scored in every inning but the last one. And they hold on to a 7-6 victory here tonight behind Landon Kaminsky's complete game win. And they knock off the Motor City Hit Dogs. Here's some of the highlights from this game. That was a double in the gap. And that was a big hit because that run would come around and score. That was a base hit. And Dealin was hollow ball in this game. The fine defense by Griffin. And then the strikeout on the corner. Look at Kaminsky. Command. Both pitchers really had a groove going. Hollow ball. And then the big swing here that was a bit of a misplay. And this would end up being the big blow of the game. But both pitchers would battle back. It would be a game that would see 2 lead changes, a couple of ties. But that 3-run 4th inning for South Lyon turns out to be the biggest. And they hold on to win 7-6 here in the final game of the first day of the D-Town Showdown. A lot of folks to thank for making this broadcast possible. I want to thank both head coaches, Dave Gorchak, the South Lyon Thunder Blue, and also the Motor City Hit Dogs bench boss, Chip Mick. Want to thank Ron Reed of Fast Sports, Jeff Hubbard of Fast Sports, Brittany from this great facility at the Corner Ballpark, Fred Hunter from this great facility at the Corner Ballpark, all the great folks for making it possible. Our staff, your executive producer, Christian Jackson, the Hunt Man, Rob Hunter. On graphics, Pat the Stat Bush on statistics. Chris Armani Rose on a camera. Mike Batchis on a camera. Austin Sonnenberg spinning the replay dials. Alex Westfall on a camera as well. An all-star crew tonight. We were honored to be here and wanted to give our best. We hope you enjoyed it. Your final score tonight from the Corner Ballpark in the D-Town Showdown. South Lyon Thunder Blues 7, Motor City Hit Dogs 6. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. We're the Prep. So long, everybody.